I'm going to get Mike to stand over here. I'm going to get a shot with the iPhone 12 Pro, and I'm also going to get a shot with the 50mm 1.8 from Sony. I'm heading in to go and see Mike, who is meeting me in town in 45 minutes. I'm not sure entirely what we're doing. Nice little surprise this morning. Well, why does it have to be so long? Like, why do they need it to be this long? Oh, it's alright. I thought it was going to be more than that. So I was trying to think what me and Mike could talk about today, and I came to the conclusion that I want to do a little test between a 50mm 1.8 lens and the portrait mode on my phone. Now, that might... It's very annoying. I'm not entirely sure how far away Mike is. We'll actually say it's quite warm today, which is quite nice. It's very humid. Hey dude, how are you?
We're just leaving the train station.
Okay, I'm by somewhere. If you're not from London, and if you're ever going to come to London, make sure you share your location with people if you're trying to find them. Because the worst thing is when you're trying to like liaise with someone and you're like, where are you? And you can't find them. But there should be a Mike Chudley walking towards me, because I can see him on the map and he's hiding behind a dude. Hi Mike!
Hello.
How are you? Hi.
Good.
So if you want an example of what not to do when you're shooting in London, we're going to get to the comparison between the 50mm 1.8 and the portrait mode on iPhone in a moment. But Mike's all the way up here. That's Mike up there. That's Mike's bag. There. Mike's bag. Mike. Mike's bag. Mike. When you do come to London, make sure you stay with your stuff all the time. If you don't have someone to look after it for you, because otherwise it'll go missing. I'm going to get Mike to stand over here. I'm going to get a shot with the iPhone 12 Pro, and I'm also going to get a shot with the 50mm 1.8 from Sony. I'll link both below. What I want you to do is try and compare the two and see if you can see the difference. If I get you stood here, just have that in the background.
Yeah. Neutral pose, yeah.
Dramatic.
Good.
Now, ideally, this is going to be better, right? The Sony with the 50mm 1.8. I'm shooting at 1.8 on the Sony because that's pretty much equivalent to what the portrait's going to be on this, on the portrait mode. Now,
can I just say, I think the normal exposure out of the phone's going to look better than
this.
That unedited.
Yeah, so they're going to be unedited, you'll be able to see, and hopefully you'll be able to guess. On the screen, you have the both labelled A and B. Down in the comments, I want you to say what you think A is and what you think B is. Drop it in the comments, and at the end of the video, we'll have a look, and I'll reveal all. So I'm going to head back home now so we can have a look at the which one was which, and then I'm going to jump into the hashtag. If you guys aren't aware, I have a hashtag over on Instagram. It's currently at like 80,000 posts of the time of recording. We're trying to get it to 100,000 posts by the end of the year. So if you're not using it, it's hashtag OpticalWander, and I review it every time I upload, which is every day. Dude, I'm going to head off. I'm going to head home.
Yep.
When are you next in?
See you in a bit.
When are you next in?
Couple of days. Get an evening shooting.
Sweet.
Do some night stuff.
See you in a bit, man. Have a good one.
Sounds
I'll
good.
take you with me. Bye.
See you.
So before we look at the difference between the 50mm and the iPhone, I just want to say a massive shout out to the sponsor of this video, SKILLSHARE. Over the last year, I've been wanting to integrate animation into these videos, but I've never really found the time or found the right place to do that. Since signing up to SKILLSHARE, I've been able to step by step work out how to use 3D animation, and I'm trying to incorporate it into my commercial work, and slowly I'll try to use it here. Now, you don't have to join for animation specifically. There is a ton of differences on there, and I mean thousands and thousands. Now, I think you'll agree that the photos themselves look very similar. There are some very minute differences that will give it away which one is the 50 and which one is the Sony. Now, I don't know if you guessed yet, but they're on the screen again. A and B. Choose below, comment below which one you think is which. Do you think A is the Sony, or do you think A is the iPhone? Comment it below and I'll give you 5 more seconds. So, SKILLSHARE, 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 link description, first 1,000 people. Now, to be honest, they both look really good straight out of camera, as you can see, but A is the iPhone and B is the 50mm 1.8. Now, I didn't do a comprehensive review between the two, but if you'd like that, drop a comment down below and I can test other lenses. Just let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like me to compare. This was just wanting to highlight, if you do have an iPhone and you want to take a portrait of somebody, or you want to just get some nice simple portrait work, then actually the iPhone is pretty good. There is zero editing on these on both of them. Nothing has been done to them. I've taken it out of the camera, put it into the laptop, and put it on this screen as you see it right now. And I think you will agree, they both look pretty damn good. Let's jump into the hashtag OpticalWander and see which photos catch my eye today. Obviously, because we've looked at a portrait, I'm going to be looking at some portrait work, so we'll go over to the hashtag. I'm going to go to the recent and we're going to scroll down to find some portrait or of some people. That first one right at the top is nice, that little action shot from JL.creative-space. I like that. I like the cinematic vibe on it as well. Great shot. Scrolling down, let's find like a portrait one. This one here from 6 Cents. 6 Cents, yeah, that's right. I like that, of a motorbike rider. I want to get like a head on. Is there any headshots in here? Has anyone put a headshot anywhere? Okay, here's a headshot from Photo Kingdom. Nice, I like that. Nice and detailed. That's a cool panning shot. That is really cool panning shot. Can we just take a second? He's even looking at you. Yes. I can imagine this photo on your laptop looks way better than it does on Instagram. From Quiet Topserver. I don't know. Your work is really good. I like your work. If you want to see more comparison stuff, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you got it right as well, if you guessed right, drop it down below. There is some subtle differences, and I will mention that the difference for me is the focal point. So if you look at the iPhone that's on the screen right now, you can see that the focus is on Mike's shirt all the way up his face and all the way to the top. It's taken the focus point as Mike and then blurred out and made the bokeh in the background. With the 50mm, you can see that the focus is just on his face and his eyes. And actually, if you look at the Nike, the difference between the Nike logo on both photos, you can see that on the 50mm, it's out of focus because obviously it's at f1.8. So I hope that is a nice indication for when you want a future look at photos. Potentially, you'll be able to guess correctly. Did you get it right? Did you not? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace. I actually got it on. I actually got it on. It's on there. It flew on. I flew on. Yeah.